Hello everybody, I'm ellbristow, this is Ellitopia Gaming. Welcome to Prison Architect. I've had a couple of my subscribers say that they would be interested in seeing a Prison Architect series. I started a kind of Prison Architect series quite some time ago, probably getting on for 2 years ago. And it never took off, basically. And I kind of lost interest, and then a new update was released, and it all just went pear-shaped. So here is Prison Architect. We're running it says update 6C, compiled 30th of April 2016. So this is where we are starting. Hopefully, if it gets updated before the series ends, we'll be able to just carry on. They've never yet released a save game an update that means that your save games are lost or corrupted or anything like that. So hopefully we won't have any issues like that. We are going to create a new prison. I'm going to make it a medium prison to give us plenty of space. It's going to be a male prison. As far as the warden is concerned, reduces your overall temperature, making your mates less likely to cause trouble. Guard dogs have a 50% chance of fully uncovering any tunnels they detect. Prisoners are suppressed crisis quickly, half likelihood of prisoners being stoical or fearless. Let's just stick with the standard warden for now. Let's just go with normal things. We're going to generate lakes, generate buildings. We'll have gangs, we'll have events, we'll have weather. And let's hit play and see what we get. Pause it straight away. Okay, so here is our map. A bit of a lake up here. That shouldn't cause us too much of an issue. Some buildings and things here. That one could be a little bit awkward, but won't be too much of a problem. A few trees here. Not bad. Not too bad. So, let's straight away go into some planning with walls. I'd like to leave quite a space at the front here, and then eventually have a perimeter wall or something set back a bit, so that we can have some buildings out here and a crossing over to here if we decide to build the other side. So let's start. I tell you what, let's start behind where these buildings are, or where this building is here. Let's do something like this, shall we? And we'll go. Wrong. Right, let's go down to here. We'll go a couple in from the edge. What's that? 3. Now, we aren't going to be able to do that there, are we? So 11 is our limit there. So we'll go across like that. We could maybe use this space for something a little bit later, or if we expand that way, then it won't be a problem. And then we'll go down here, 3 from the edge, and then we'll go along here. So that will eventually be our actual perimeter of our prison. So let's have a look at how big the inside is. That is, I can't see. 98, 99, 102. 102. So if we go in 50, so there, and then that is basically the center of the prison, which means that should be, I keep doing it zoomed out, you can't actually see it zoomed out. Let's do that. And that is 50 as well. So that is the center of our prison. So that'll be where we have our main entrance. Now, I don't want to build right up to this wall, because you have the problem with contraband being able to be thrown over the wall. So we're going to start from about here and have a fence on the inside. So we'll do that. 10 from there. Where are we? 10 from here. I can't see it again. Those numbers need to be bigger when you zoomed out. I'll have to see if I can speak to the developers about that. 10 from there, and then 10 from here. I don't know how far they can actually throw contraband, but I would like to think that 10 blocks is enough. There we go. So it's going to be there. Like that. And then away in like that. So we'll have a fence around that, because fence is quite cheap. And then eventually we'll have a perimeter wall all the way around the outside. So I'll tell you what, let's just do the fence straight away, because that's easy peasy and not too expensive. Don't want to run out of money straight away. Like that. And then with this bit here, we'll say demolish walls. Like that. We'll get rid of that bit. We don't want that bit. These can stay here for now. We might actually even be able to make use of these, maybe a visitation room here, or staff buildings or something like that. Really, the visitation room should be within the perimeter walls, but I don't think that's actually going to cause too much of an issue if it wasn't. But we'll see. Eventually, I'll put a door on there, but I'll let the builders in first. That's probably a good idea, isn't it? Let's delivery is what I want to manage. Monage? Yes, monage is what I want to do. Let's just make deliveries something like that. How big was that? I didn't see. 12 by 7. Okay. And then we'll have garbage. Where's the garbage? There we go. Again, 12 by 7. Not that we need it that big. In fact, we don't need it anything like that big, do we? Let's have it that big, whatever that is. And then we'll have exports as well. Where's the exports? There. It's very difficult to find things in that menu. That's 4, so let's have 3 there for export. So they're both the same size. Okay, and then we might as well have some paving stones go. Oh, hold on, I did that wrong. Ah, that should be one in from there. Okay, let's go. I'll tell you what, garbage can be a bit smaller because it really doesn't need to be very big, and then exports can be slightly larger. There we go. Then back to materials, back to paving stones. Let's build some paving stones up to here, and like that. And we'll have a fence from there to there. I know that this doesn't actually exist yet, but there we go, just preparing for the future. And it will make that concrete look a bit better. So, now we need to actually plan the building itself. So, let's go for the grants. And we'll take Basic Detention Centre and Administration Centre so that we get a bit of a cash injection, and it gives us the guide as to what buildings we should be building first. Let's go for... See, the cells themselves... I kind of want the cells around the edges. No, I don't really want the cells around the edges because that allows people to dig tunnels, doesn't it? So if we had the cells kind of in the middle... or just away from the fence. Let's have them at the edges, but away from the fence. So not right at the edge. So if we plan something like this, all the way along there like that. And then that is a cell. Like that. And then we can have a little walkway. Let's have a 3 wide walkway in between. Not the most efficient use of space, I know, but there we go. So that would be like that. So we don't need that one. There we go, like that, all the way along here. Whoops. And then we'll do the same thing from here. All the way along. And in the middle, we'll have a shower block. Now, what is the middle of that? That is 93, 45, 46. So that's the middle, 47th. So that should be 46, and that should be 46. Yeah. So a single door entrance, not ideal, but... also not the end of the world. See, and that's why I wanted to do it, because they aren't going to match up from either end. So we can have a kind of an odd-sized shower room. Is that actually right? Doesn't seem right to me. Oh yeah, of course, because we'd have a wall on the end. So that should be... yeah. So that works. Okay, so we'll go like that. We'll take that one out, and we'll take that one out. And we'll go, that'll be a wall. That's already a wall there. And then this will be the... how do we want it? We can go a shower block like that. But that's not very big. So let's go... something like that. That should be enough to fit some some decent number of showers in. Let's have a look. We can have showers along there, so that would be 12. 32. 42, but then that's a bit strange. So let's go 5 there. Oh, hold on. What's going on there? It's not actually in the set. Ah, because I've done one too many there, haven't I? Okay. That should be like that. That's more like it. So now it's actually in the middle. In that case, how about we go like that. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 41. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 26. Is that going to be... It's not going to be enough, is it? Unless we don't use all of this space for cells. Which isn't a terrible idea. Obviously, we can't use this space for cells. But we could have, say, like a common room here. Something there. Yeah, that would kind of make sense, wouldn't it? So if we bring these along, these will be all the cells. And then this last bit here, we'll do something like this. And that'll be a small, a small common room. Something like that. We could even do that and put a metal detector in there so they can't take anything back to their cells. Do a similar thing here. How big's that? 7. Like that. And then like so. Something like that, and I've done that wrong. I won't put all the walls and things in because we don't need to at this point. Because this is just planning. But what we could do, for example, is we could build that block and cut it off there and then build that later. Because that would be good. Now I haven't decided whether I kind of want the whole place to be indoors or whether I want whether I want it to be like an outdoor prison, but they just go into the cell blocks. Maybe have some like connecting corridors around the outside or something like that. So that we're not right up against this fence. That would probably work, wouldn't it? So if I go like that, we can have an entrance into the building itself. Yeah, for now, we'll do this. We'll have it 3 by 3. Something like that. So that'll be a corridor going around the outside, connecting everything that's within the prison. And then in here we can have like the canteen and the kitchen and things like that. Kind of want the kitchen near the entrance. The canteen can go like this. That's 24. That's quite large by, say, 15. Is that big enough for the tables and things? The tables are 4, aren't they? So if we did like it's 4 by 3. The serving tables are 5. So that's plenty of space, isn't it? So we could actually knock maybe 1 off that. Unless we did that. No, we can definitely knock 1 off the width of that, can't we? So let's go like that. And like that. And then we would have tables. Oops. Tables and a nice gap in the middle. Tables, 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 tables. The kitchen will have a staff entrance here. And the kitchen can be something like that, I think. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that, yeah, okay, that works for me. Let's not do that. Let's have a door We want a single door. Let's have a single door there. And then that will be serving table. Serving table. Just can't quite fit another set of tables. Well, we could if we just didn't leave a space in between them. What if we did them that way? Can we fit 3 across if we do them that way? Only if we do them right up against the wall. Which we can do. I mean, doing them against the wall is not a problem. No, I think that's good enough. What are we going to get out of that? That's 4, 8, 8, 16, 32. Not quite going to get enough for a whole 64 in there, are we? So that... What's that? 48, isn't it, I think? That's going to work out... That's about 40... it's enough to get us started, and we could kind of expand this way with the kitchen and canteen, or later do another one over here or something like that. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. I think we're going to be okay with that for now. So we'll have a yard we need as well. So for the moment, we'll just have a great big yard like this. And then we'll probably build into it with things later that we don't need straight away. And we can build round it later as well. Okay, so I think we're about ready to place down some foundations. So we're going to start from about here. That is, oof, that's a lot of money. 13,290. And then that'll go along there, and then that'll go down there. So that is our building. Wow, that cost a lot of money. That's our building. We'll have a fence around there, so we can put that in place as well, can't we? There we go. Requires entrance, of course it does. Let's go large jail door there. And we'll have to build all the walls and everything after. In fact, one thing we can build in here straight away would be our holding cell. Or should we add that under here? Let's add that under here. So let's go for foundation. Actually, let's plan it first. If I was to extend that out, then we can have a door there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that for a holding cell. We can fit a bench in there, some benches here, a couple of beds or something. And later on we could probably turn it into a dormitory with some bunk beds or something like that. Okay, good. So, let's do that. Now, I'm going to turn off auto lights. I hate the way it does the auto lights on the foundation. And I'm going to hit play. And we're going to get some people and some materials arrive. And they're going to build all this fence around here, aren't they?